Okay, now we're going to talk about editing in Audacity. First of all, I want you to make sure you have the newest version of Audacity installed, because that's the one we're going to show you how to use, and we don't want you to get confused. The version we're using right here is 1.3.14.0. Now, this is the version that is used in the Digital Lab as well, so this video will definitely help you in that regard as well. So the first step is to choose one of these tracks and edit it down to only get the audio that we want, and then move to the other tracks and do the same. Now really quickly, if you're wondering why the waveform looks like this, where you have one row that has a waveform and then a row below it that is flatline like this, it's because we are dealing with a stereo recording that only has sound coming in one channel. So Audacity can work in stereo, but we are working in mono. That's basically what we want to do to keep this as simple as possible for you guys. Right now, the problem is that when we hit play, it sounds like a complete mess. Everything's on top of each other, and that's no good. So what we can do is we can mute the tracks we don't want to hear by clicking mute in this location. We can also solo tracks that we do want to hear. Let's say I want to be sure I only hear this track. I'll click solo right there, and that will ensure that that is the only track I'm going to hear when I hit the play button. So let's solo track 1, and now we can hit the play button.
Name, sir. My name is Consuelo Garcia.
I also suggest using the space bar to play and pause the audio. That will help you be as quickly and professional as possible.
Name, sir. My name is Consuelo Garcia. And how do you spell that?
Now, if you don't hear anything when you press play or press the space bar, you can make sure that the audio is turned up on your computer, duh, or you can also make sure that your program is set up correctly for playing digital audio. Now, this problem crops up normally if you're using a computer in the Annenberg Digital Lab. So to take care of that, if you're not hearing any audio, even if you have the volume turned up, go to the Audacity menu and choose Preferences. Next, you will go to Devices and check the device under Playback and make sure it is set into built-in output or headphones or line out. It really depends on the system setup that you're using. So just try each one until you get the audio to work. So once you have that set up, click the play button or press the space bar to make sure you can hear the audio.
Name, sir. My name is Consuelo Garcia. And how do you spell that? I have no idea.
So now, speaking of the play button, there are all these other buttons that should be very familiar to you. You got fast forward, rewind, stop, pause, record. We're actually not really ever going to use that one. But I want to direct your attention to these other tools that you have right here, and they're going to come up during the training as they become important. Now, the first one I want to direct your attention to is the selection tool right here. So the selection tool allows you to highlight portions of your audio and play it so you can scrutinize it. So I can highlight this portion right here and hit play, and it will start from that location. So that's a bunch of giggling. We're probably not going to want to use that, but I'm going to try this portion of audio, see what that is.
You wear tight jeans. State your name and spell it for me.
Or let's try this one over here.
What do you like about tight jeans?
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Now, the other thing the selection tool allows you to do is highlight a portion of audio for deletion. So if you want to take out portions of the audio that you don't want, this is how you would do it. So basically what I'm doing right now is just listening to the audio and examining it and just taking a look at this waveform to get an idea of where the audio I want and where the audio I do not want, and just knowing what the location is so I can select it and delete the portions that I do not want. So in this story, I just want the actuality saying, I love the stiffness around the knee area, and I like that you can wear them on any occasion. So I'm going to examine the waveform and see where that stuff is so I can find it.
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
Okay, great. Right there, that's a portion of audio I want to keep. So now I need to delete the audio I don't want to keep. Now, how do I do that, you might be wondering? Well, I could highlight all this stuff that I don't want and just hit the delete key on the keyboard. But I'm actually not going to do that because I do not like the way that it just sucked the audio over to the left when I hit delete. So I'm going to go to edit and choose undo, delete. There's another way you can delete so that the time of the audio does not change. So what I'm going to do is keep that portion highlighted. This is audio that I don't want right here. And what I'm going to do is hold down Command Option and press K, and you notice that when it deletes the audio portion out, it does not move this stuff. So that way, any time notes that I've recorded down while I was recording my audio in the field, you know, remember to the first video I suggested that when you record, you want to be sure that you write down, okay, on file 83, I have good stuff about 15 seconds into it. That way, when I make deletions, it does not change the time signature that I'm working with. So now I'm going to try to find my other actuality that I want to keep.
You wear tight jeans.
It's not right there. Let's try this location.
And what do you like about tight jeans?
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them day to day. You can wear them out to a club at night.
All right, so like I said, I want to keep the portion that says I like them because I can wear them on any occasion. So let's double check.
I like that you can wear them
Starts right there. So I'm going to highlight all this stuff that I don't want. And I can hit the play button to make sure that this portion is audio that I don't want.
Just the knee area?
Okay, now I can do my Command Option K and delete that portion out. And then I, of course, have to delete out the portion on the end of this audio that I don't want to keep.
club at night.
So let's see.
You can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them day to day. You can wear them out to a club at night.
I like when she says you can wear them out to a club at night, so I'm going to delete after that portion. And I can hit Command Option K, or I could hit delete since I'm at the end of the audio waveform. Okay, so now track 1 is done. I'm going to check out track 2. Let's hit mute on track 1, turn off the solo so I can go down here and play this one. I'm going to turn the mute off and turn on the solo and listen to this.
This is ambient noise of the Digital Lab.
Okay, right. This is my ambient noise, my ambient sound. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to mute that because I'm going to edit that later. Since audio editing like this is considered non-linear, we don't have to do everything in order as it appears on the screen. We can do it in whatever order we want, basically, as long as you follow the rules that I tell you. So let's take a look at down here. I'm guessing it's going to be my voiceover track. I need to solo this one.
All right, watch it. Take 3. In 3, 2, 1.
Now, obviously,
Watch
I don't
out,
want to keep
Levi.
all of this stuff, so I am going to go through and use the editing techniques I just showed you to get the portions that I want.
All right, watch it. Take 3. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I don't want that portion. I'm going to hit Command Option K to get rid of that. Let's see what we got here now.
Watch out, Levi's. Watch out, 7.
Remember, I'm using the space bar to play and pause the audio.
Watch out, Levi's. Watch out, 7. And watch out, True Religion. A new player in the premium denim game is taking the world by storm. Everyone from teenagers to adults, including little boys and girls, seem to be wearing tight jeans. But why do people like wearing them so much?
Alright, so that's the end of my first chunk of
And again,
voiceover track.
Section.
Let's jump ahead a little bit, see where the other stuff that I want to keep.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them, tight jeans is making a tight impression on the fashion world.
Okay, so that sounds like the next good chunk of audio according to the script that I've got here. Sorry you can't see it, but just trust me on that one. So I'll highlight that portion, Command Option K to get rid of the audio, and I'll highlight this portion that I don't want. And let's see what happens when I Command Option K that. Okay, what's this part right here?
Weidenberg, Annenberg Radio News. Try it one more time. 3, 2, 1. This is Scylla Weidenberg, Annenberg Radio News.
All right, there's my SIG out. That's the last portion I want to keep, so I'll delete all this stuff out. Don't want that. Okay, now this voiceover track is ready to go. So next what I need to do, obviously when I play this, it still doesn't really make sense. What I need to do is order the audio so that everything takes place in the order that it's supposed to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute the actuality audio and unmute the voiceover track audio so that I can hear both of them at the same time, but naturally I have to make sure that they occur in the right order in time. So I'm going to use this tool right here. As you can see, it's called the time shift tool. I can use it to drag the audio left and right in time and put everything in the order that I want it to go. So obviously I want this voiceover track to start at the beginning of the project. I'll make sure it's not muted. And then of course this actuality is supposed to occur right after that first voiceover track. I'll move this chunk of voiceover right after that actuality. We're going left to right here, putting them in order, putting them in the order they're supposed to occur. Okay, so now let's play this. I'm going to use the selection tool to move my playhead to the beginning of the project and hit play and see what we got.
Watch out, Levi's, watch out 7, and watch out True Religion. A new player in the premium denim game is taking the world by storm. Everyone from teenagers to adults, including little boys and girls, seem to be wearing tight jeans. But why do people like wearing them so much?
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them, tight jeans...
So I'm realizing I made a mistake. I realize I want to have these actualities right up against each other, so I can do that really quick and fix it. I'll just move them to the order I want them to occur in. Just like this. Now let's listen from this location.
Knee area.
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them, tight jeans is making a tight impression on the fashion world. This is Scylla Weidenberg, Annenberg Radio News.
Alright, so it's starting to sound pretty good, but I don't like that there's so much space between these two actualities, so I'm going to just get rid of that time. I'm actually going to use the delete key so it sucks that audio over because I don't want to leave a blank spot in that location. And then I'm going to move these waveforms over a little bit to the left to compensate for the change in time. Now let's listen to this section again.
But why do people like wearing them so much?
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them.
Okay, it's not perfect, but it's getting there. So now, really quick, I want to show you something that's going to help you with your organization. You can actually name the tracks. So I'm actually going to do that right there. I'm going to click on the track name right here and click name, and I'm going to call this Actualities. I'll call this one my ambient sound. I'll call this one voiceover. Okay, so I've gotten this to sound pretty good, but there is a big problem. Notice as we play this, the voiceover sounds very clean, but there is all this background noise in the actualities that we can't get rid of it, but we can smooth out the transition between the clean voiceover and the noisy actualities. So once again, this is what it sounds like right now.
Like wearing them so much.
I like the...
We do not like that background noise all of a sudden just cuts in out of nowhere. So we're going to smooth out that transition, or smooth out the edit between the voiceover and the actualities. And that's why we have ambient sound. So if you're wondering why we keep on stressing, be sure you record ambient sound, be sure you record ambient sound, this is one of the many reasons why we want to do it. So I'm going to use the time shift tool and drag my ambient sound a little bit. I'm going to unmute it and basically edit it down to portions that I don't want. I want to edit it down so it's like this. So we're creating a little bit of an overlap of the ambient sound on top of the voiceover down here. So I'm going to play this right now and see how it sounds.
Boys and girls seem to be wearing tight jeans. But why do people like wearing them so much?
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them.
Alright, so hopefully you get the idea, but naturally we don't want the ambient sound to just click in like that. We want it to come in gradually, but that's something I'm going to show you how to deal with when we actually address mixing audio levels. So as you probably already noticed, when you hit the play button,
Boys and girls.
you see these green bars bouncing around up here. You want to keep an eye on those bars so you know that the level of your audio is correct or incorrect. You want to be sure that your audio level is consistently bouncing around -3 decibels, which is right about here, and you don't want the red lights in this location to be going off. Now, if your audio is too loud or too soft at any place in the piece, you need to adjust it so the levels look correct. Good audio levels are just as important during this process as it is when you are recording your audio in the field. Now, one way to set the audio level for an entire track is right here. You can actually adjust the gain of the track right here. So I'm going to check my actualities.
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
Now I'm noticing that they look pretty good, but if you needed to drag them down or drag them up, you can do it right here. So if you notice, I drag this one down, the audio level goes down up on this meter. So I'm going to put it back to where it was because I like the level it was at previously. So another way to adjust audio levels is to graphically set the audio level by using this tool right here and this tool right here. So I'm going to address the fact that with these actualities, notice how even by the waveform you can see this part of the actuality is really loud and this part is really soft. So I'm going to use this tool right here to address that. I can make this portion softer and this portion louder. Notice how I'm using this to graphically specify how loud I want the audio to be. It's pretty straightforward. Now I can turn the whole thing up and it should all be at the right level. So let's take a look.
People like wearing them so much.
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
Alright, notice how I turned it too loud, so let's turn it back down again.
People like
I
wearing
don't want
them
that
so
red
much.
light to go off.
I like the stiffness around the knee area.
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Alright, looking good. Now one thing that's important when you are adjusting your audio levels, do not just rely on your ears, especially if you are wearing headphones. Just like when you are recording in the field, you have to be sure you are getting good audio levels on these meters. Also, when mixing audio on different tracks, your headphones will lie to you. So it's a good idea to play your mixed audio on speakers to be absolutely sure your ambient sound isn't too loud or soft. Now a quick note about ambient sound. There will be times when you want ambient sound to be dealt with this way. Notice how it doesn't play under the entire voiceover. Well, that is because the meat of the story does not have to do with the location where these interviews were recorded. If the story was about the location and not about tight jeans, then we would have the ambience take place under the entire voiceover. So really quick, I'm going to use the technique that I showed you to create nice transitions for the ambient sound. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll turn this down all the way right here, just like this. Do the same on this side. I can even use this tool to further refine this process. If you want to, you can zoom in on your audio to get a better detail of what you're working with. So I'm going to create transitional fades in the audio by using this process, using both these tools to refine what's going on here. Okay, I can scroll over to see this portion right here. Go back to this tool. So hopefully this should do the trick. To zoom back out, you can click on the magnifying glass and hold down the shift key and click so that you can zoom out and see your whole project again. So let's take the playhead back to the beginning and listen.
Watch out, Levi's. Watch out 7. And watch out, True Religion. A new player in the premium denim game is taking the world by storm. Everyone from teenagers to adults, including little boys and girls, seem to be wearing tight jeans. But why do people like wearing them so much?
I like the
There you go. That's
stiffness
exactly what you
around
want.
the knee area.
I like that you can wear them on any occasion. You can wear them during the day, you can wear them out to a club at night.
Whether or not it's healthy to wear them, tight jeans is making a tight impression on the fashion world. This is Scylla Weidenberg, Annenberg Radio News.
All right.
Watch out, Levi's. Watch out 7.
Oops.
And
I like my stuff so much, I just want to listen to it over and over and over again. Okay, great. So, in the next video, we will talk about how to export your edited story into a final audio file so it can be sent to your instructor.